Go again, the Curious Finance here, your host Ronald Flores for the daily dose of knowledge. Today is kind of different things, different theme that we're gonna do today. Let me just make sure that you guys are hearing me because these things maybe not be repeated anymore about my basically my story or being here in the US, Um, as you know, maybe, hopefully, you know now that I am Filipino, and there's a lot of Filipinos here in the US because of basically us being conquered by the Americans on by the Americans before, right? And we've been even a territory of America. I think in the until in the late 50s or 60s. I really don't remember the history of that being American territory. So basically, we can travel to America without visa and all that. So that even some of our national hero are who have a chance to be educated here in the US that time. So I think that's why we have a lot of our second language and our a lot of our culture are more Americanized than other people can expect or realize. And as you know, I even even shared to you before that there's a lot of foreigners right now living in the Philippines because they like our culture. It's not too much changes or too much uh, adjustment because whatever you see here, you can see in the Philippines now, even though some of the people or some of the media, social media platform is saying that the Philippines is still a world third world country. I don't know about that. I have a different opinion about being a third world country. So again, I'm here just to let you know that my journey in the U.S. is kind of difficult, especially when we got here from the U.S. We are not yet a citizen or permanent resident that time, so we just having my mom because of my mom's work. We can stay. We can go to school. So basically, my school was in Elizabeth, New Jersey. When I was there, I never really very good English, and maybe until now I'm not very good English. But that time is more difficult for me because I was basically um, from I'm already almost ending my high school year in the Philippines when we got here. So it's a lot of friends, a lot of friends, a lot of relationship in the Philippines. When I got here, I was no nothing. I have no friends. I have no nothing. So it's very difficult to adjust, and especially when you have to express that in English, is kind of difficult that time. So yeah, so that's the way I started my journey in here in the U.S. And a lot of things happened that time, and I moved here in California to find a good career or good career or company that can sponsor my visa so that I can stay in the U.S. So it's a lot of difficult. I work in a convalescent home. I work also. first I worked with my uncle in vending machine. That's the time that I really got exposed on how to have a good customer service. That, as you know, vending machine is a very good company, a very good business, but a lot of interaction with the customer, especially either the vending machine is working properly or the vending machine is not working properly and they cannot get their food. But most of the time it's really requesting. I still even have a chance to uh, um, have a vending machine. We have a vending machine in Hayward's police station, and that's what's very good. I really enjoy interacting with the police officer because I like to become a police officer before when I was a kid. So I was like very interested on what they really do in a daily basis. So I see that when I go there. So it's very good enlightenment for me. But and then after that, my the vending machine was sold and was bought by somebody else, and then I need to find a new one, a new job, a new career, basically. So I become in the convalescent home. I went. Basically that's halfway house, we call it in Oakland. So I work in Oakland for several years in Oakland, basically as taking care of people who are getting out from the rehab, and then that's the their house, so that they can exchange, or they can transfer from being dependent to drugs to become a good citizen of this country. So that's the way I learned that and all that thing, and then I got married, and then I got become a nurse, and then from that nursing, and that I still doing a part time to that right now. It's a lot of things, same thing, from the vending machine all the way to the nursing. I really enjoy, and I really loving how to interact with people and not just sitting down in a computer and not talking to anyone. So that's the thing I really like, is when I interact with people, knowing what they're coming from, knowing their story and all that, and how can I help them, how can I improve their living style, or even help them recover from some kind of illness, some kind of uh, drug related addiction, or if they hungry in the vending machine, when they hungry, how can I please them, how can I serve them and have a good nutrition for them to do the work. And now I'm here in Curious Finance. I have financial company that I owe, so that I can help the next level, basically from individual to businesses. We are helping people and a business to have more, basically be benefited in the taxes, and reduce their costs. This I do this by helping the CPA, EA, and a tax professional who likes to do more for their clients, or business owner clients. And it's a lot of things going on in the background that many people, or even the business owner, don't know, that the CPA cannot do everything on their own. They need some uh, partners like us, maybe good in insurance, good in structuring businesses, good in doing buy and sell agreement, or maybe how to make sure that all the 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 company's renovation cost seg, or maybe there's opportunity in different City. And today, and oh, sorry, not today, but February 15, we're gonna have a former IRS commissioner as a our guests for us to really to understand what is business retention program that is now available for business owners. And I know most of the CPAs, EAs, and tax professional knows this, but sometimes there's a lot of changes and a lot of things going on that they have no time to really to sit down with the business owners and explain to them what it's all about. Again, this is not going to be explained to me, but this is going to be explained by the by Mr. Eric Holton. He is a former IRS commissioner. So if you are a business owner or even a tax professional, maybe this is one of the things that you can give you reminders. You can give you some maybe you did not realize is possible to do this or to do that kind of program for your business owners. And hopefully Mr. Eric Holton will discuss this, and you can even have a chance to ask question. That's the most important thing, because I we know that there's a lot of circumstances that a person or business owners are into that other business owners are not realizing, right? So that's the thing about one thing more about maybe what's the difference between going to living in the US and the Philippines is it's a very easy to find. When I was there, I don't know now, I think it's much more easy to find help here in the US. If you are starting a business or starting a company, it's very easy to find a person to invest on your company, or a government program that will help you to fulfill that, or even you getting a loan so that you can start your business, right? There's a lot of one thing more maybe different between here and the in the Philippines is it's very easy to interact with people in the higher up. So basically, over there in the Philippines, that I know is there's a lot of basically you are cannot just talk to a CEO of the company if you are a, just starting a business, right? Or you just started having a company in the Philippines. The way I understand it, and it's still maybe going on right now, is you cannot just go to a bank or go to a vice president of a company and ask for help so that you can start your business. But the more thing to the thing too is about here in the US. I think whatever your position is, whatever you're trying to gain, or maybe you're gonna start a janitorial company or some kind of plumbing company, or in the Philippines, that kind of job is kind of small job, kind of like they don't really respect that kind of job in the Philippines. But here everything is equal, right? Everything is important in a a company to run. So I guess that's one a bit. But I think, like I said, being a third world country, I don't think the Philippines is still a third world country, because we have more bigger malls than the U.S., and we have more. The economy over there is more fluent. The only thing that is still I'm hearing from there is not a lot of company really pay their taxes. That's why it's a hard for the government to apply the infrastructure, the the economy to be developed. So that's the thing about about the Philippines is the culture there is still there. You know, there's a lot of nice people that you can interact to, and there's a lot of people that when you go there, they're more friendlier. They're friendlier than maybe here in the U.S. And there's a lot of thing too is there in the Philippines is more uh, laid back, laid back, um, laid back when I was there, and even when I go travel there. And the last time I was there is 5 years ago, so it's laid back a little bit, and it's more it's not uh, hectic like in here, the way I understand it. So there's a lot of things going on. There's a difference between there and here, but like I said, there's a lot of Americans who are wanting to uh, to retire over there in the Philippines, because right now it's more Americanized than ever. So again, just want to give you that information, or maybe share to you, and maybe some of you that resonate to you and how you started. So I want to know if you want to basically share your journey here, how you got here in the US, and how you adapt to the foreign country. It's gonna kind of difficult, and it's a lot of changes on you and your family. I just want to make sure you know that we are live always in Twitter, YouTube channel, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So if you have a chance, follow us, and follow us in different topics that we share here in the LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube channel, and Facebook and Twitter. So hopefully that will give you some motivation or encouragement, or maybe some story, or some of the less financial learning that we try to share to you will resonate to you, and you can use it in your future. Again, this is Rollo Flores from Curious Finance. Have a great day. Tomorrow is another daily dose of knowledge.